Every single year in this competition, this football club find new ways to embarrass me. They find new ways to humiliate me. Just when I think it's safe for me to come out and actually believe in this club always pull my pants down. Barcelona 0, Atletico Madrid 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we've lost the home game. The first leg, the leg where we're supposed to win, right? Get the win, right? Get a gap to take to the one the next week. Well, guess what? We are not even getting an opportunity to take a lead at the Wanda because we've decided to do one better. We've decided to lose at home against Atletico Madrid. Not Bayern Munich, not PSG, Atletico de Madrid. The team that lost to Bodo Glimt. The team that lost away to Tottenham. We couldn't even beat them in our home stadium. And you know what, right? This is not even shocking. Because I have been calling this throughout the season. I've been called negative. I've been told I'm not a real fan. I've been told I'm always trying to do too much. I've been called all kinds of things. Well, what's everyone saying now? I really am curious now to know where the mind state of many of these people that were calling me out is now. I really am curious. I really want to know. Because I've been sitting here all season telling everybody that would listen that this team is not ready to win the Champions League. I have seen it against teams like Copenhagen. I've seen it against teams like PSG. I've seen us get battered by Chelsea. I've seen us barely beat teams like Frankfurt and Slavia Prague. But everybody saw that game against Newcastle United and all of a sudden, it is all water under the bridge. Well, today, Atletico Madrid, they exposed us. This performance that we saw today against Atletico Madrid is exactly how we've been playing against every team. The only difference is Atletico Madrid today, there was no remontada. It wasn't like the game against Copenhagen when we were 1-0 down. It wasn't like when we played against Frankfurt when we were 1-0 down. It wasn't the same. This team, they know how to defend. They know how to hold on to a lead. They know how to cook us in the corner. And that's what they did. And you know what? Cholo Simeone, tactical masterclass. Once again, just like you did in the Copa del Rey, you did it again. You set up the way you set up. You learned from your lessons from the weekend game. And then you finally showed it today. And you got exactly what you deserved. It was a deserved win. Fantastic performance from you today. Fantastic. I got to give it to him. I have to. But this Barca team, nothing changes. See, New Year, same old BS. And you know what? I could shout, I could scream, but quite frankly, what is that going to bring? I'm at a stage of acceptance. You know, when you see something coming from a mile away and it arrives, you're not really angry. Though you're not happy, you're not angry enough to go off and scream and shout and break stuff and do stuff like that. You will not go to that point because you've already seen it coming. So you're at the stage of acceptance already. And that's where I am with this team. This performance was coming. This result was coming. We thought we were going to see this against a club like Arsenal maybe. But no. Atletico Madrid is the perfect team to prove it. And you know what, guys? I'm going to get straight into this, right? Because let's talk about this lineup. He decided to go with the same lineup, similar lineup that he played in the weekend. Minus Danny I said this time he played Danny Olmo in the 10 and started Lewandowski. Right? I was saying before this game, bring on Gavi. I want Gavi to start. We need aggressivity in this game. Atletico Madrid are going to play aggressive, and that's exactly how they played against us today. They played aggressive. They were on our necks, and you know what? They got exactly what they deserve. They played the way they played is no surprise to me, or it shouldn't surprise anybody the way they played. No one. They played exactly how we expected them to play, and that's why I said, go get me Gavi in the midfield. I need that aggressivity. I need that equal aggressiveness in the midfield. And then just like that, he played this lineup. And you know what? It didn't look like a bad lineup from the start. But you know what's funny, right? Another thing we need to talk about. And we're going to get straight into the game now, right? I said something. The one thing I said during my Champions League preview, for those of you guys who watched it, I said this Barcelona team, what we cannot do is to squander chances against Atletico. Because Atletico Madrid are not going to give us a lot of chances. So when we do have our chances, you must take every single one of them, because you're not always going to get more. And guess what, guys? First 3 minutes, we get a golden chance. Lovely ball, passed straight to Rashford. My guy doesn't even put his laces through it. And honestly, when he made that, I said, this is exactly what I was calling out. Take your chances. And you know what's funny, right? We could have had another goal. Lamine Yamal, literally around the 30th minute of the game, had an opportunity, literally gliding past the whole defense, and then gets into the box and doesn't and loses his balance. Just dribbling past everyone, trying to score the perfect goal. We didn't get a lot of chances. We didn't get a lot of golden chances, but we did. We had chances. And we were very wasteful. And Atletico Madrid made us suffer for it. But let's first of all talk about the main thing. Let's talk about the red card. I don't understand why Barcelona are so obsessed with trying to shoot themselves in the foot in this competition. Every single time we get knocked out of this competition, every time, guys, it's always us messing up somewhere. Whether it's us bottling a lead, or one of our players being stupid and giving away a silly red card. We literally saw this again. This is literally deja vu. Literally, you could write, it's literally the same thing once again. Just like against PSG, when Araujo was cut off, right? Barcola was going in one-on-one, and then he decides to hold him back. Gets a straight red. Golden chance, goal scoring opportunity. Of course, it's going to be a red. Once again tonight, Cubarsí. Like this kid didn't learn anything from the weekend game when Juliano Simeone literally just glided past him with one ball into the box, completely missed his man, and that guy went one-on-one and scored. It's like he just saw the vision, the deja vu, and all of a sudden just reacted. Like, what the hell did you think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen? Like, we have VAR. You're not going to get away with that. It was a stupid red card. But then again, I'm not surprised, because last season in the Champions League, he got sent off for a similar tackle against Benfica. The same thing. And I've been saying it before, I'll say it again. I keep telling people, this guy is not ready. Everybody is so obsessed with trying to make this guy the next big thing. He has an opportunity. He has the potential to be the next big thing, but he is not ready to be that guy just yet. We have to ease him into the spotlight. Not just throw him in there and hope that one time eventually he figures it out. Because that's what we're doing. That is what we're doing. And how has that worked out for us? How many times this season has Cubarsí been good? Yes, Cubarsí has been okay the past few games, but that's it. He's only been good for the past 2 months. For the most of the season, we've been calling out Cubarsí. We've been asking the question, why is Cubarsí keep playing every week when he's been having costly games? But I can't always blame the kid, because the manager and also the fans keep trying to make this narrative of trying to make this guy the next big thing. Don't rush him. We shouldn't rush him. But we're obsessed. He needs to play. He needs to start. He needs to always be on the pitch, because he is the next Puyol. He's the next captain of this Barca team. He's the next superstar. He's the next big thing in Spanish football. This obsession that Barcelona have in trying to do this thing of, we have to win, but we have to win it our way. We have to win La Masia. We need to show how great La Masia is. We need to create our own superstars, like we created Puyol, like we created Xavi, like we created Iniesta, like we created Messi. Everybody always is obsessed with this idea of we need to have our own academy players. Now, don't get it twisted. I believe we have the best academy in the world, and we've created a lot of gems. But some of these gems are not ready. And some of these gems are not gems. They're just good players. Not every player that comes out of La Masia is world class or potential world class. Some players are just good enough, and that's not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing at all. We've had players like Christian Teo who were from our academy. Guess what? He had a great career. He wasn't world class, but he had a great career. And that's the problem. And then we go to halftime. And then what does this manager do? He decides to take off not one, but two of our most important players. He first of all takes out Pedri for Gavi. Now, I've already said, I don't know what the news is. I don't know if Pedri suffered a knock and that's why he took him off, because he doesn't want to lose him for the rest of the season, the crunch against the season. Or he decided to do a tactical sub. Now, if this is a tactical sub, I need some questions answered. What tactic in your mind, Hansi Flick, in this mind of yours, did you think that taking out our most creative player, no matter how bad he was in the first half, right? What tactical mindset did you have when you thought of taking out our most important creative spark, the man that dictates the flow of the game, taking him off in a game where we're losing 1-0 was a good idea? Or even better, why take off our only goal scorer, the only attacker in our team that's scoring goals, any kinds of goals, because all our rest of the attackers are all garbage, our number 9s, right? The one player that could potentially score at any point, whether it fits in the right position, right place, right time, doesn't matter. He will find a way to score, right? You take him off at halftime for an attacking midfielder. Honestly, when I saw that, guys, I gave up. I gave up. Because I said, number one, even if we create chances, we're not going to create enough. And number two, we don't have a number 9, a goal scorer in the box. Just cross it into the box. Sometimes you can get lucky. But we couldn't even do that. And the funny thing is, in that second half, how many chances did we get in that second half? How many goal opportunities do we have in that second half? Apart from the Yamal opportunity, where he literally went through, apart from also the free kick from Rashford, but also another chance of Yamal where he glided past the whole team and took too many touches. What else did we do? Nothing. In our home stadium, where we're supposed to take advantage, we can't even create opportunities in our own stadium. And then before you know it, Atletico Madrid, they set up nicely, parked the bus, hit us on the corner, and they got what they deserved. They got the second goal and basically killed the tie right there and then. Alexander Sørloth again scores against my club. This guy loves playing my club. He loves playing Barcelona. This guy, he genuinely despises my club. This man, he despises my club. I don't know if we rejected him when he was a youngster or something, but this guy has a vendetta against my club. And you know what? Fair play. Fair play. Simeone today, he set up well and he got exactly what he deserved. He deserved that victory. That victory, masterclass. Can't even hate. It's the truth. But as far as Barcelona is concerned, this was an embarrassment. This was an absolute disgrace. But once again, here we are. Champions League. Another year in the Champions League. And I've already done my match ratings on my post-match live stream. So you guys can go and watch it. Because I'm not going to repeat myself here. But one thing I do want to say is, in the summer, our priority should be our defense. Forget the attack. I don't care what anyone says in the chat, in the comments. I don't care. Our attackers attack. And yeah, though we didn't score today, we've shown that we can score even with these kinds of dead attacks that we have. Players like Yamal can turn up. Players like Omar can turn up. Players like Fermin. Our attack is our best positioning. It's where we do most of our damage. This season, guys, we've considered 14 goals in the Champions League alone. But we are one of the higher goal scorers in this competition too. So it shows you, we score goals. Even though our attackers are not that good, we always score. Scoring is not a problem. You know what the problem in this team is? It's the defense. Conceding 14 goals in the Champions League. You don't win the Champions League conceding 14 goals. Go look at all the Champions League winners in the past. Every single one of them had a great defense. Do we have a great defense? Our defense is our Achilles heel, has been that way since last season. It's been the same. And same old thing today. We saw it once again. We're exposed. We need to prioritize the window for defenders. Go get me Bastoni. Go get me Senesi. Heck, go get me Van de Ven. Forget about getting me a striker this summer. Okay? I don't even care if we keep Lewandowski for another year. I do not care. It will be a worthy sacrifice if you go and get me 2 new centre-backs and 2 new full-backs. Go get me a whole new backline. If you get me 2 full-backs and get me 2 centre-backs, I will take it. That would be a 10 out of 10 window for me. I don't care what anyone says. Because if our defense is fixed next season, we have a higher chance of winning the treble. I promise you. But until this defense is sorted out, guys, it doesn't matter who we sign in attack. Alvarez, Harry Kane, Osimhen, Cubarsí, whoever. Mention any names. Doesn't matter if they put 50 goals. You could bring Haaland in this team to score 50 goals. If this defense keeps on leaking goals, we're not winning anything. It's that simple. But yeah, that's honestly what I wanted to say. Honestly, another year in the Champions League. Now we go to the second leg at the Wanda Metropolitano. Do I have any confidence we're going to win? Not really. Because here's the thing. I'm not expecting Atletico Madrid to attack us. I expect Atletico Madrid and Simeone to sit back, park the bus, and just take the draw and get to the semifinals. That's all they're going to do. So yeah, it is what it is. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, all the beautiful stuff. And peace. Take care.